Would you go as far as to say, given the way inflation is moving and the kind of volatility in prices we are seeing globally, that whole notion of that target band needs to be revisited today?
I would not think so at this point of time. You know, the inflation targeting framework did facilitate maintenance of average CPI inflation at about 3.9% from 2016 when it was instituted, when it started, to the pre-pandemic position in February 2020. So for those 3 years, almost 3 years, the average inflation was 3.9%, close to 4%. After the pandemic, of course, the situation changed. Now, we have had, one after the other major shocks, the COVID, then the war and monetary policy tightening, the current volatility in the financial markets, etc. But I think it's too early to shift the goalpost. The 4% has a certain meaning. And also, let me add that our target of 4% plus minus 2%, to declare it as a failure, if you exceed that, then only it's a failure. I think that gives us sufficient flexibility in our monetary policy decision making. We utilize this flexibility, the Monetary Policy Committee, the MPC, utilize this flexibility embedded in the inflation targeting framework to tolerate higher inflation of 5%, 5.5%, and even more than 5.5%, up to 6%, because the requirement of that time when we were undergoing the stress of COVID and then mostly the COVID impact during those 2 years, slightly higher inflation had to be tolerated because the economy required help. The economy required support. We had to infuse a lot of liquidity. We had to also do a substantial reduction in policy rates. So therefore, the current target of plus minus 2% gives enough flexibility, policy flexibility to the Monetary Policy Committee. So keeping that in mind, I would feel that the 4% target with plus minus 2% is very robust. In the Indian context, I don't think there is any need for any change.